Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the NFL Draft Triple Take, brought to you by UPMC. We are the usual suspects. I'm Mike Prisuta, joined as always by Dale Lolley and Matt Williamson. You can hear those two guys on The Drive every day on Steelers Nation Radio. Well, I guess not every day, but it seems like it.
Monday through Friday.
You guys do that a lot.
Yeah, 2 hours a day.
Also, Steelers.com, the Steelers Audio Network pregame show. I'm also found in many of those spots, but the spot we're in today is a very specific one. It's to continue updating you on the NFL Draft. And the way we do that, a little bit of a different program today. We've been giving you Mock 1, Mock 2, Mock 3.
We've broken the sound barrier.
Yeah, right.
Today we're going to do our second three-rounder. And the way this works, the opinions expressed in these programs, as always, are our opinions, not those of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I wanted to get that out front and center. But today, for the second time, we're going to go through 3 rounds. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to kind of put our heads together and make picks for the Steelers based on what the simulator tells us is available when those picks come around. Now, in case you missed the first one, what are you doing? But in case you did, we ended up trading down from 21st overall, and we still wound up with Oregon defensive tackle Derek Harmon, Ohio State running back Quinshawn Judkins. We want to get back in that second round. That's the idea of trading down. And then Jalen Knoll, wide receiver from Iowa State. Fellas, I don't know if we can do better than that. That's a
Can be awfully difficult.
That's a strong top 3 to start things off. But let's see if we can pull that off. I assume. Now, we put our heads together. Sometimes you get outvoted. But I think we're all in agreement we want to get back into that second round, right? So
Ideally, yes.
We're going to try to go down again.
We got some trade offers.
Good.
The Green Bay Packers with pick number 23 are on the phone. The Kansas City Chiefs with pick number 31 are on the phone. Then we got some people with their next selection is a second-round pick. I'm not necessarily interested in doing that. I don't know about you guys.
Let's roll the dice and see what Kansas City's offering.
Kansas City.
Kansas City's an interesting one. Matt and I have talked about that on the drive.
Move down, right?
Right.
Don't just move down 2 spots.
And if you're going to go from 21 to 31, now you're probably talking about getting an additional second-round draft pick. To go
Maybe
from
a little more.
With Green Bay's pick only moving back 2 spots, you're going to be lucky to get a third.
That's not what we're
That's not what we're trying to accomplish here.
Right. We're going to make some picks here for these
Kansas City
folks,
also
too.
has 2 second-round draft picks.
more likely to trade
More
one.
likely to trade one of those said picks. So obviously we're offering 21. They're offering 31. They also have 63 and 66. Well, we're going to get greedy. We're going to ask for 63 first.
I don't think that's enough. I bet we can get more than that.
We might be able to get a little bit more from them.
Well,
in addition to that, let's see if they've got 66, 95, 133, 226, 251, 257. We're not interested in any of those late shenanigans.
63 and 95 floats their
we'll
boat.
throw them a 5 or something.
We could throw in pick 156 and see if that gets it for them. That's our 5th round pick.
See what they have to say.
It's saying right now, that was accepted.
Okay.
There you go.
We
So-
moved down pretty significantly, though.
We did.
So we're giving up 23 and 156.
21 and 156.
21, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And in return,
We got
getting
31,
31.
63, and 95.
Oh, this is an
Okay.
outstanding
It's a bonanza.
trade.
I mean, we should be in the draft room right now if we can pull that
Jeez,
off.
that,
what are
right?
they thinking? All it takes is one, right? This is why you always
All
answer
right.
the phone, right?
So we are
What do they
now
want
up
lately?
at pick 31.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look at your quarterbacks. I'm going to take a look at your defensive linemen. Any other positions you guys feel like we need to look at there?
I think we go D-line.
I
Okay.
would strongly feel a D-line, especially if one of those 3 are there. If they're not, then I think we have a conversation.
as luck would have it, Derek Harmon still available.
By the way, your simulator doesn't rank him as high as you guys do either. It's not just a quarterback thing.
Well, their average draft position is a little
But
different.
I kind of like him. Who else is out there? No more Walter Nolan?
Nolan is gone.
Went.
Yeah,
Looks
he's
like
gone.
Grant went.
There's no quarterback at this point ranked high enough, according to these guys, to take in that first round.
It's the same guy we took last time, but I think Harmon's the
Different
pick.
spot, though.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. And I'm fine with it if that's how you want to go.
Let's go Derek Harmon.
Matt, why don't you fill out the card and run it up? And
Okay.
we'll
I got kind of a bad knee. Why don't you do it?
I'm running the simulator, so
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna have to do
busy.
it.
you have to stay put.
Nah,
All right.
So that takes us to 63rd overall now.
63rd overall.
Okay.
What are you guys thinking here?
I'd like to get the running back from Ohio State like we did last time.
I would consider quarterbacks. I'm a big Milroe fan. I think running back makes all the sense in the world. Now we have extra picks, corner, wide receiver, another defensive tackle. I think
Let me
it's
ask
not
you this.
crazy talk.
Caleb Johnson still on the board?
Caleb Johnson is gone.
Okay. So
Could be a good fit.
Judkins is probably, if we're looking for a big back, which I think if we're looking for a back, it should be a 220-plus pound guy who can slam it up in there kind of back.
I don't know
Judkins
that
is still
exclusively,
available.
but I think I would prefer that.
Yeah.
They brought in a lot of speed guys,
They
too,
did.
On,
They've
on visits,
canvassed.
right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's
they
been
have
a lot of
taken
running
care of
backs.
like every running back in this draft has been in for a visit seemingly, in all shapes and sizes. So
What are your wide
Who
receiver
are we looking
options?
at here? Who's best available? Who's some other options here?
you're looking at. I just got quarterback, wide receiver, running back, or the since we went defensive line in
Sure.
the first round.
What are our receivers at this point?
You're looking at Jalen Royals, wide receiver out of Utah State, Kyle Williams out of Washington State, Trey Harris out of Mississippi, Jalen Knoll, who we took the last time. He is there out of Iowa State. Savion Williams from TCU,
Interesting.
Isaac Tesla from Arkansas. And that's pretty much, I mean, now we're getting down into the 100s, but
Okay. What about,
I'm sold on Judkins still.
is he there?
Judkins is still
Oh,
there.
okay. I missed that. Okay.
Dylan Sampson, Judkins. You got R.J. Harvey from Central Florida.
I mean, it would have gone differently if you guys wanted to go quarterback in round one, but you did not.
Right.
So
Milroe's gone.
Milroe is still there.
That would be my vote, but I have a crush on Milroe.
it's intriguing.
Yeah. He gets the city year, refine things. He might be the answer.
And if you wanted to, you could have him run the ball.
He could be your
Oh, I
running
think
back.
he's active on game day, even as your three.
Yeah.
You know, you get him a little time in stadium, so to speak. I think he has immense upside, super smart.
What other running backs do we have?
I bet there's a lot
There's
available.
a lot of run.
We should be picking soon
so
again. too,
Dylan
right?
Sampson is there out of Tennessee.
So
Judkins.
we might get to 95 and still have a running back option.
We got pick at 83 too.
Let's
We got 83 and 95 still remaining.
shake it up. Talk me into Milroe.
I'm a fan.
And I think, because you get that extra third round draft pick out of that, by moving farther back, I think it does give you that option to take
Without
the
question,
quarterback
right.
there. Because we're going to have 4 premium picks.
So now we go to 83, and now we got to find a back, right?
Now we got to find a back
Mm-hmm.
with one of these next 2 picks, whether it be this one or the next one.
It wouldn't break my heart to double down on defensive tackles with one of these 2 picks as well, if the right guy's there.
The running backs available, you're looking at Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, R.J. Harvey from Central Florida, Damian Martinez from Miami, DJ Giddens from K-State, Devin Neal from Kansas, Jaden Blue from Texas, Trevor Etienne from Georgia, Jarquez Hunter from Auburn.
Not a bad group.
The Steelers have brought Sampson in for a visit. The Steelers have brought R.J. Harvey in for a visit. I believe DJ Giddens has been here for a visit. I know Jaden Blue was in for a visit. They have canvassed this area of the draft for the running backs.
And Martinez is more of that bigger
Yeah.
tackle breaker type, you know.
As is Neal.
Yeah, Neal's got some of that for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
Yeah, I like the guy who broke Gale Sayers' record at Kansas.
That's pretty good company.
I like Harvey.
You like Harvey? I'm not picky. I like about 5 of those names pretty equally. Which is
if we
amazing
like,
how this
if
class
we
is.
like that many of them, do we look at another position?
When are we up next?
This
How
would
long are we
be
waiting?
this would be
We don't have a long wait after
we
this
get
pick,
12
right?
picks.
aggressive, but you thinking wide receiver here?
Well, let's
I would look at D tackles too.
let's see what's available at wide receiver and defensive tackle. Jalen Royal still there. Kyle Williams still there from Washington State. Jalen Knoll
Yeah.
still available from Iowa
How about the
State.
D tackles?
Jamari Caldwell
Okay.
available. He is different from Derek Harmon, and as Matt always likes to bring up,
They could room together.
They could room together
They're
at
gonna be
training
buddies,
camp.
Oregon buddies, right? Sure. He's
he is
more
a
of a nose.
pure
People
nose.
don't know, right?
What do we have after 83?
We got 95 coming up. We could get one
One
of
of
those
the backs
backs.
will still be
We
there.
could get one of
There
those
was about
backs.
5 to pick from. I can't see them
But
falling
is
off.
D tackle the best way to go here?
We need a
I
starting
lean
nose
that way.
tackle, do we not?
Well, I don't know. Do we?
I mean, that allows
I would like to see
Benton really to move
Benton
to
to move
end.
to defensive end.
Caldwell's really active. I'm a believer in him. Different than Harmon. They could room together.
2 defensive tackles definitely takes care of your issues.
I don't have a problem with it.
I think it's the biggest need on the
And
team.
I think
at the
we're going to,
moment.
again, if that running back position had been hit harder
Oh,
than
yeah.
what it has been, like if there's just 2 backs there that we still liked, I would feel a little bit differently about it. But given that there's like 6, that I
They're
could
not
take
all
any
gonna
of
go
them.
the
And
next 10 picks
yeah.
or whatever.
Odds are pretty good. I say let's do it.
Let's do it.
Jamari Caldwell?
That's my vote, yeah.
All right, Jamari Caldwell it is. Again, another guy who was in for
Oh, he was here,
a
huh?
visit with the
Okay.
Steelers. All right, now we're up again here. Now we got to go running back.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Pick 95, Damian Martinez, Devin Neal, Jaden Blue, Trevor Etienne, Jarquez Hunter. So it did get hit a little bit.
How about that guy that broke Gail Sayers' record?
Neil is still there, amazingly. Not a lot of people know that, apparently.
That's the first I heard of it, too.
No, I like, you know what? I know that it's a more scientific process than just watching a game on Saturday afternoon,
Yeah.
and you got to do a deeper dive than that. But I happen to be watching the Kansas-Colorado game, and Colorado could not tackle him. I mean, it was,
He's a good player.
he
Yeah.
just exploded on them. And he got my attention that way. And I like the makeup. Again, I think with what they already have on the roster, I think you're looking for that bigger guy.
Yeah,
I
I would
think that
agree.
too.
I would agree. They need somebody with a little more size. That's why this actually kind of works out really well for us, that you have both Martinez and Neal available, 2 of the bigger backs in this draft. It's just a matter of which one do you like better.
I think
They're
Neal's
both good
a little
players.
more accomplished in the passing game, too.
Yeah, they're
Let's
both
go with
really
Neal.
good players.
Did I mention he broke Gil Sayers' record?
I
in
heard
Kansas?
that,
I
yeah.
heard that once or twice.
Pretty good
The
accomplishment.
Steelers once traded away from the spot to take Gale Sayers in 1965. Now they can get the guy who broke his record.
There you go.
Made up for it.
All comes around if you wait long enough.
Yeah, in
So-
2025, so 40 years later, 50 years later, 60 years
50.
later,
Well,
60
a
years
long
later.
time ago,
I'm
yeah.
losing track. Anyway, so
Let's do it.
Devin Neal it is.
That's a pretty good day 1-2 haul. Get the 2 Oregon D linemen.
Not bad. And again, I'm not certain. Well, you're never certain about any of these guys. Quarterbacks are particularly tough teams to draft and really know what you're getting. But I like the rushing component of Milroe. And when I say rushing component, I mean this guy runs.
He's a rocket ship.
He's
Yeah.
phenomenal at running the football.
Yeah.
He's not a good running quarterback.
He's a phenomenal
phenomenal at running the
running the
football. And if
football,
you're
yeah.
of a mind to incorporate that,
Why not get the best guy?
now
in the
you
draft?
have that option
Yeah.
available to you.
He has
Yeah.
work to do, but he's got a year to do it. And define his passing, and he's got a sharp release. I like his tools a lot. Really smart.
Yeah, so we got Derek Harmon in the first round after trading down, the defensive lineman from Oregon. Jalen Milroe in the second round with one of those picks we picked up from Kansas City, who we made the deal with. Our regular pick in the third round, we got Jamari Caldwell at pick 83. And then with the additional third round pick we picked up from Kansas City, Devin Neal, the running back from Kansas.
Well done, fellas.
I like it, even though I'm not liking these grades from the simulator.
Yeah.
But,
Don't listen to them.
try
What do
not.
they know?
That's going to do it for this edition of the NFL Draft Triple Take. But if you've been following along since we started this process 3.5 years ago, you know there is more to come. It actually hasn't been quite that long, but we've been pounding it pretty hard for a while now.
About ready for the draft to get here. Yeah.
The draft will be here soon, but we will be providing subsequent programming just such as the one you enjoyed on all the Steelers' social media platforms. Again, this is what we think at this particular time, not what the Steelers think, and we also reserve the right to change our minds the next time. But until next time, thanks for finding us. This time for Matt Williamson and Dale Lolley, I'm Mike Prisuta. This has been the NFL Draft Triple Take, brought to you by UPMC.